Namaste everyone, welcome to class. My name is Damian, and today I prepared a bit of a really intense practice, but then also coupled with some deep relaxation at the end. For today's class, if you have any wrist injuries, I would recommend maybe not joining in, just to be upfront about it, because we're going to come into a handstand later on. But if you do want to participate, then I'll offer you a variation, not exactly a variation of handstand, but something else, another inversion that you may find just as rewarding. And if you need to use a strap, feel free to get yourself a strap or a belt. And I would recommend also grabbing some blocks or a big book just to help you along if need be. So we will warm up a bit, then we'll do a few sun salutations, and we'll do a bit of core work to prepare ourselves to come into the inversions that I've prepared. And then we'll cool down, and we'll take a bit of a yin approach to cooling down today, and we'll stay in the static poses for maybe as much as 3 minutes, and if there's time, maybe even 5 minutes with the one. But for now, let's sit comfortably, head over heart, heart over pelvis, with the eyes closed. Becoming aware of your breath in and out of the nose. Bring your hands together, thumbs at the heart, shoulder blades together down the back, navel in to the spine, lifting up from the pelvis, engaging Mula Bandha. Long straight line all the way up through the crown. If you have an intention, if you are working with an affirmation, or if you would like to dedicate this time on the mat, feel free to go over that now, silently to yourself or out loud. My intention for today is to embrace the process. It's a bit mad these days. Claustrophobia is kicking in, a bit of that cabin fever for sure. I know I want to get out. I'm going a bit nuts, but not too much. That's why this practice helps so much. You can release the hands down to the knees with the eyes closed. Let's take a few rounds of Kapalabhati. If you're unfamiliar with Kapalabhati, this is quite a stimulating breath, pranayama, sorry. And I want you to think about one action is to snap your belly in. So inhale halfway and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, out the nose, snap your belly in to push the air out, and automatically the diaphragm will pull the air back into your lungs, and then you snap it back out again. Okay, let's do 2 rounds of 20. Okay, inhale halfway, exhale. Even it out. 20 rounds goes really quickly because it's half breaths, but they build up quite a bit of heat. Let's try one more time. And even it out again. So let's come to child's pose. We'll start off there. We'll work our way up, build up a bit of heat. So bring your big toes to touch. Knees wider than the hips. Find length through the spine. Walk the hands forward. Melt the heart down. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Or use a block to bring the earth up to any part that there's too much of a gap. Okay, let's spend 20 rounds here.
Really lengthening out the spine, connecting to the breath again. See if you can extend your exhales in and out of the nose. Last 10. Take the last 3 rounds. Relax your shoulders. Make sure the space between your hands. Last one in. And on an exhale, look forward. Walk your hands back. And let's take a twist here. Come up, bring the hips directly above the knees, but keep them apart, and the big toes to touch. Okay, we're staying in the child's pose legs. Put the left hand underneath your face. Inhale, sweep the right hand up. And exhale, release, bring it in and through, thread the needle, bring the right hand behind the left wrist, reach it through, right ear to the earth, then walk that left hand up. Take 3 rounds here. Last one. Bring the hand back, press through the left hand as you exhale. Lifting up the torso, replace the left hand with the right. Inhale, sweep the left hand up. And exhale, release, bring it in and through. Send the left hand behind the right wrist, left ear to the earth. 3 rounds. Walk the right hand forward. Take 1 more round here. And exhale, press through the right hand, come up out of the twist. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. So bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, bring the knees directly underneath the hips, open the feet. Make sure that when you look between your knees, you cannot see your feet. Okay. Inhale, drop the belly, looking forward. Exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine up into the air. Navel to spine, chin to chest, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, drop the belly. Looking forward and up. Exhale, start from the tail, curl the spine, let the head come down last. 2 more rounds like this. Inhale, drop the belly. Let the head come up last. Exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine up, vertebra by vertebra, let the head come down last. 1 more time. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine, slow it down, let the head come down last, keep that bending your elbows, and come to a neutral spine on an inhale. All right. So in this cat-cow pose, in this tabletop pose, sorry, I want us to just like do a little bit of wrist opening. So turn your hands out so that the fingers point back towards your knees, just to warm them up a bit. Take a breath here. And exhale, let's release, turn the hands back forward, and then in, turn them around, breathing here, and exhale, release. Okay. So from here, we're going to come to downward facing dog. Okay, extend both feet back into a plank, bend the knees, breathe in, and exhale, send the roots of your legs up and back, downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet. Okay, from plank into downward dog, our hands and feet stay in the same place. Feel free to widen your stance with the hands or with the legs. And we're going to spend like about 2 minutes here. You can pedal the feet, keep your navel in. This is to really, really warm up the body. Keep lengthening up the spine. Press through your fingertips. If you need a break, feel free to take one in child's pose at any time during the practice, okay? Anytime. Use this opportunity to maybe concentrate on Ujjayi, in and out of the nose. Take the pressure off your wrists by pressing through the fingertips. Take 3 more rounds here. Last one in. And exhale. Slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. And just find ourselves in the standing forward fold. Inhale, roll your way up to standing. Okay.
So now let's stand in tree for a few rounds of breath on both sides, and then we'll do some flowing. So bring the feet together, hands at the heart, let the chest rise up, navel in, and shift your weight to your right leg, peel the left leg off the earth, and keep your toe on the ground, on the calf, or you can slide your hand down the shin, pull the ankle up, heel into the groin as high as you can, press the leg and foot against each other. Let's take 10 rounds here. Strong trunk of the tree all the way up, send the hands up, together or wide, or if you want a dynamic approach to tree, you can move your arms. Let's take 7 more rounds here. Concentrate on pulling this in and up. If you want another level of challenge, you can close your eyes. That's bound to happen if you close your eyes. Take 2 rounds. And let's release, bring the hands down to the heart. Pick up the heel, turn the knee in first, then release it down to the earth. It's very important to come out of an asana just as important as it is to come into an asana with the right steps. Because we can hurt ourselves, pull something and we don't need to. Let's do the other side before we flow and build up more heat. Feet together, palms at the heart, chest rising, navel in, shoulder blades down the back. Shift your weight to the left leg, peel the right foot off the earth, keep the toe on the ground, shin on the calf. Please avoid the knee, don't put pressure on any joints. Slide the hand down, grab the ankle, pull the heel into the groin as high as you can, open the knee out to the side, press the leg and foot together. This will open up the hips more. Navel in, heart rising, send the hands up, 10 rounds. See, looking around and thinking about how nice it actually is today compared to the last couple of days of wind and rain and gloom. But those of you who know me, you know that's also my style. I love the rain and the gloom and the black metal and all that jazz. 3 more rounds. Concentrate. Damian. Last round in, and bring the palms together, down to the heart, let the heart rise up to meet the hands. Right hand grabs the ankle, turn the knee in first, then release. Okay, shake it out. Right. So, come to stand at the front of your mat. We'll do a 2 sun salutations here. Find your Tadasana. Press through the heels, navel in, rising, strong. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Exhale, dive down the midline. Bend the knees, pull the navel in. Inhale, send your heart to the horizon, hands on the shins, thighs or knees. Elbows next to the ribs. Grow long away from the tail. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, plant the hands and step both feet back to plank. Chaturanga practice. You can come to a half plank over here with the knees on the earth. Make sure from the shoulders to the knees or to the feet, it's a long straight line.
As you exhale, shift your weight forward, spike the heels, navel in, chaturanga practice, shoulder blades together. Inhale, choose your Vinyasa Cobra, upward facing dog, either way, shoulder blades together down the back. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, and exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Good. Inhale, send the heart to the horizon, hands on the thighs, knees or shins, shoulder blades squeeze together, grow away from the tail. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, press to the feet, tuck the tail, stack the spine, let the head come up large, followed by the roots of the arms. Oi! Exhale, hands down to the side. You know you're not supposed to be there, Django. Go on. Okay. Inhale, roots of the arms go forward and up. Exhale, dive down the midline. Inhale, send your heart to the horizon, shoulder blades together. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, plant the hands, step both feet back to plank. You can also take a half plank. Exhale, shift your weight forward, chaturanga practice. Spike the heels, long straight line. Inhale, choose your vinyasa. Shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward dog. Bring the big toes to touch in the middle. Inhale, sweep the right leg up into the air. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through. Plant the foot between the hands. Toes next to the right thumb. Knee on top of the ankle. Okay, we're preparing for warrior two. Turn the left heel down, in line with the right heel, or in the middle of the foot. And inhale, sweep the left hand forward and up. Come to warrior two. So, send the right hand up, left hand bends behind. Gomukhasana arms here. Sink into that knee, press the feet down, navel in. Point the elbows up and down, away from each other. Let's take a few rounds here. Take a last round here. And exhale, release the arms, come back to warrior two arms, pointing backwards and forwards. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, pick up the left heel, so you're on your toes, plant the hands. Inhale, step the right foot back to plank. Let's chaturanga again. Shift your weight forward, navel in. Inhale, choose your vinyasa. Shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep the left foot up. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through. Plant the left foot next to the left thumb. Knee on top of the ankle. Preparing for warrior two. Turn the right heel down, in line with the heels or in line with the middle of your foot, the back foot. Breathe in and cartwheel the hands up and over. Maybe you need to lengthen your stance. Okay, left hand up, right hand down, bend the elbows, point them away. If you can't grab your hands, don't stress. It's about opening up the shoulders. 5 rounds here. Take a last round. Exhale, release the hands, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands up and over. Pick up the right heel so you're on your toes. Plant the hands. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, chaturanga practice. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, choose your vinyasa cobra. Upward facing dog. Exhale, root of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. Two more rounds. And exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Standing forward, fold. Inhale, heart to the horizon. Grow away from the tail. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, press through the feet, navel in, stack the spine, roll your way up, roots of the arms up. Reach, 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 reach. Maybe you look up, pull your navel in. Exhale, hands down to the side, Tadasana. Good stuff. Okay, so now let's stand in eagle pose. Okay, feet can be hip width distance apart for now. Just going to find a nice even spot. You can even bring them together. I like to start off like this, to be honest. Okay, so you can take 1 wrap or 2 wraps with the arms. Right hand underneath. Okay, so the first wrap is here, elbows lifting. You can grab around the back as if you're giving yourself a really big hug. Alright, or you can take the second wrap. And the thumbs want to turn away. Turn the thumbs towards your third eye. Okay, lift the elbows. Bend the knees, pick up the right leg, cross it over. Okay, squeeze the legs together. If you can't, if this is not accessible to you, cross the ankle over. Flex the toes, sink deep. 10 rounds. Pull the navel in. Two more rounds here. Last one in. Let's release the hands and let's fold down over the legs. Keep flexing the toe. Breathe in. And let's release. Rise up. Uncross the leg. Stand up. And let's do the other side. Maybe you want to shake out the legs. Hands. Good. Okay. Bring the feet together. Left arm underneath this time. Open the arms out to the side in one motion. You could wrap yourself around or double wrap. Turn the thumbs towards the third eye and bend the knees. Cross the left ankle over the right knee or double wrap the legs as well. Sink deeper, navel in, lift the elbows. Okay, for me I'm pretty tight, so I'm going to cross my ankle over my knee. Find some stillness. 5 more rounds here. Last run in. And let's release the hands and fold over the legs. Keep flexing your toes. 2 more. And let's release the legs. Let's take a child's pose. Just for a quick break, bring the knees down, big toes to touch, keep the knees together, a little bit apart, or even hip width distance. I like the hip width distance part. Walk the hands forward, melt the heart down, forehead down to the mat. rounds over here. Last one in. And exhale, carve a line with your nose, look forward, walk your hands back a bit just to lift up the chest. And make your way to stand at the front of the mat. We're going to flow again. And then while we're in the same flow, we're going to do a bit of core to really activate and help us afterward. Because right after we do this, we'll come into the inversions. Okay, that's why I'm outside here. You can use the wall if you need it. We'll get there. Okay, front of the mat. Okay, find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Navel in, draw the heels down, shoulder blades together and down the back. Enjoy your mountain for a second. Empty the lungs. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Exhale, dive down the midline. Inhale, heart to the horizon, shoulder blades together, grow away. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, plant the hands, step both feet back to plank, and chaturanga practice. Shift your weight forward, navel in, shoulder blades together, spike the heels, hover for a second, and choose your vinyasa as you inhale. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. And inhale. Then exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, send the heart to the horizon, shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the feet down, tuck the tail, stack the spine, root of the arms forward and up. Exhale, hands down to the side. Okay, let's go again. Inhale, sit down, sweep the hands forward and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, dive down. Standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift, shoulder blades together. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Plant the hands. Inhale, step the feet back to plank. Chaturanga practice. Shift your weight forward, spike the heels, navel in. Hover for a second. Inhale, choose your vinyasa, cobra. Upward facing dog. Exhale, root of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep the right leg up, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through. Plant the right toes next to the right thumb. Put the left knee down. Make sure your knee is on top of your ankle here on the right side. Untuck the toes. And inhale, sweep the hands forward and up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, drop the hands down behind you, just to open up the shoulders a bit more. Interlace the fingers. Remember which thumb is on top. 2 rounds here. Last one. And exhale, release the hands up and down. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Inhale, step the right foot back. Chaturanga practice, shift your weight forward, navel in. Keep your elbows on top of the wrists. Inhale, choose your vinyasa. Exhale, root of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, bend the knee in and through. Plant the foot. Toes next to the thumb. Knee on the ankle. Right knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. And when you're ready, if you want to, hands down behind you. Remember, opposite thumb on top this time. Let the earth pull that fist down. 2 more rounds. Make it 3. Maybe you want to look up. Exhale, release the hands, send them up and down. Tuck the toes under, lift the knee. Inhale, step the left foot back. Last chaturanga of today. Shift your weight forward. Keep the elbows on top of the wrists. Spike the heels. Inhale, choose your vinyasa. Exhale, root of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. Two more rounds here. Place the elbows down. Keep the hands where they were. The elbows come directly underneath the shoulders. So we're coming into dolphin, and then we're going to do some dolphin push-ups. Right? This is a good indicator of how strong your core is and how ready you might be for inversions. I was taught this quite a few years ago by a teacher I trust a lot in Thailand. It was pretty awesome. Did a workshop and all that jazz. It was fun. It was fun. Really peaceful place. So, from down dog, elbows down. You can keep your hands flat, or you can interlace the fingers with the pinkies pointing away from you. Drop the head. Maybe you walk your feet in a bit more. Breathe in. And shift your weight over. Touch the chin to the earth. And then return. Do as many as you like. Keep breathing. If your elbows are moving apart, maybe you can use a strap around them. Put your knees down. Take a child's pose. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So we're reaching the point where we need to get our inversions in. Okay. So enjoy the child's pose for a second longer. Okay, exhale, release, looking forward, walk your hands back a bit, and maybe grab a block. This can help you. The forehead can come to the block in this inversion. All right, keep that there maybe. So we're going to come back to dolphin, and I feel you can keep your hands flat on the earth, or you can interlace them again, like I showed you before. All right? But then the block wouldn't be accessible to you if your hands are together. So keep this here. You can put your forehead on the mat. Walk the feet up. Forehead on the block, sorry. So we're coming into Pincha Mayurasana. And it can take some time to get into if you've not done this before. Pull the navel in. Walk your feet forward. And we're going to send them all the way up, pointing the toes into the air. I'm not going to use this block. It feels like it's in the way, so I'm going to interlace my fingers here. Look down at the mat. Maybe you want to use the wall. I'd recommend that. This block's getting in my way. Okay. Really use your navel here to lift yourself. Ooh. My arms keep slipping apart, so I can't really get in there, I'm afraid. Ooh. My strap is not accessible to me right now, I'm afraid. Didn't plan that properly, did I? Maybe I should use the wall here. Okay.
So it takes some time to really get into inversions, especially when you don't practice them enough, like I do. That's why I built this thing, so that I can get into it more myself and do it with you as well. Alright, so if you've done enough of that, let's come into handstand. Use the wall. I'm definitely going to use the wall this time. And bring your hands under your shoulders. Maybe open up your wrists a bit. And you can kick your legs up. Hoi. Oh. Spend a few breaths, try it out a few times, play around. Come on. Right, you can hold your core in, point the toes up. Explore around there. And my wrists are really hurting, all the up and down. I haven't done this much, so it's a bit of a bummer. I can't do it now. Early in the morning. And it's Monday. Okay, so let's do some counter poses over here. Come to stand. Take a child's pose if you want. If you want to stay in child's pose while we stand in Uttanasana, that's fine too. So inhale, root of the arms up, dive down the midline. Just hang out here in Uttanasana. Shake your head yes and no. Just release the neck and the shoulders and the muscles in the back. And tuck your hands underneath the feet. Toes come to the wrists, the crease of the wrists where your watch is. Press your toes into your palms. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Bend the knees a bit. Maybe you pick your heels up. Don't roll over and fall into the pool. And let's release the hands. Maybe move your blocks off to the side. Get that space going for you. Bend your knees. Walk your hands back. Sit down. Extend the legs forward. Toes pointing up and towards the face. Find length through the spine. Sit here in Dandasana for a second. Couple of breaths here. Ooh. Just playing around trying to get into the inversion is enough. If you didn't get into the inversions like me, don't worry about it. Just the idea, thinking about it, can help you get there eventually. I like to work with the principle of 1% every day, 1% more every day, or better every day. And by this I mean that even if you do a little bit, it's 100% more than not doing anything else. So even just throwing your legs up like I was doing all the time, that'll build strength in your arms and engage your core and teach you how to work with it. Okay, let's take Paschimottanasana. Sweep the roots of your arms forward and up. Find length through the spine. Keep that length in the spine as you reach your arms forward. Don't dip your head, don't let your head sag, but keep finding length in the spine. You can hold onto the ankles, around the feet, take a yogi toe lock. I like the ankles because my knees are tight, my hamstrings are tight, and this is as straight as I can get my legs while having length in my spine. Keep finding that length. Spend 2 minutes here. Take a slow and patient release in the back body. Breathe long and deep. Keep flexing your toes towards your face. Don't let them be floppy. Flex those toes. Through that, if you flex the toes, we stretch out the posterior chain of the body, which is the muscles in the back side, all from the feet, up the legs, behind, through the glutes and up the back, up to the neck and head. Find stillness here as if this was a yin class. And be patient with this posture. Pull your navel in. Maybe they'll give you a bit of space in the spine. Breathe into your back. And on an exhale, let's release, stack the spine, rolling your way up. Okay, so let's take one more posture before Shavasana, and you choose which one you'd like. So feel free to take a supported bridge or legs up the wall, whatever is good for your lower back. So I'll show you both before I choose one for myself. So we can use the wall for legs up the wall. Maybe you can have a blanket, or you can put a block underneath your sacrum, up against the wall like this. Get close and personal to the wall. Lie down, send your legs up. Okay, you can keep the legs like this. Maybe you use that block, like I mentioned, underneath the sacrum, just to help you a bit more. Right.
You can open the legs. This feels nice. Arms open out to the side and stay here for about 5 minutes. Or we could come out of this and take supported bridge. Or if you don't have a wall accessible to you right now, you can do the same thing, but using that block for sure. So lie down, press through the heels, lift the hips, tuck the block underneath, and extend the feet up into the air, toes pointing towards you. Open the arms out to the side. Okay, this is a wall-less legs up the wall. Or if you want supported bridge, just keep your feet down on the earth like this. You can choose any height you like. Medium height, lowest height, or if you want to, all the way to the top. This is too much for me. So I'm just going to keep it at the lowest height. Nice and comfy. From here you can keep your legs where they are, or you can extend them away. Point the toes away. This is really nice as well. I love this part. So let's stay here for a while. Enjoy this passive inversion. Stay another 2-3 minutes here. Really getting into your breath and feeling the blood moving past the heart, back to the brain. Okay, let's come out, bend the knees if you've extended your legs away in supported bridge. Press through the feet, lift the hips, take that block out, and release all the way down. Okay, I've actually missed a twist here, so let's take a twist before we take Shavasana. Sit up straight. Okay, the legs extended. If you were in legs up the wall, come out, come sit up straight here. Bring the right heel to the outside of the left hip. Then bend the left leg, bring it in, If your left hip comes up off the ground, that's fine, but put the left ankle into the arch of your right foot. Okay, let me face you, and you can see. So, my left hip is up off the ground. Maybe if you want to put a blanket under there or something, that's grand. Find length to the spine, left hand to the right knee, inhale. Find length, excuse me, and let's twist. You can keep your hands on the ground, your right hand on the earth, or all the way around into the crease of the left. And twist here. Every time you inhale, find length through the spine. Use your chin to guide you as you twist. Once you get deep enough, maybe you want to turn your neck to the left shoulder just to release it. But first explore with the neck turning away from the knees, that way. And let's release and do the other side. Left heel in by the right hip, right ankle in the arch of the left foot. Bharat Vajrasana. This is the name of that twist, sorry. Inhale, find length, right hand down by the left knee. Exhale, journey into the twist. Two more. And on an exhale, release. And let's take Shavasana. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like this morning. 5 minutes at least. So, come to lie on your back. Take up space, arms open, feet open, toes pointing up. Maybe you want to shake your legs off to the side. Lie all the way down. If you cannot see me, sorry about that. Just want to get out of the sun. Open the arms out to the sides. Shoulder blades together down the back. Away from the ears. Chin to chest. Back of the neck nice and long. And just rest here. Maybe you want to squeeze your knees in before you get there and finally comfortable. Make sure your lower back is nice and flat. And if you have lower back issues, maybe you want to bend your knees, feet flat on the mat, or you want to use blocks underneath your knees while you extend the legs away. Okay? Your journey, you choose. Whenever you're ready, come out of Shavasana and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.